Good evening from the NoobGamerz studio. We're live, it's a Sunday, and we're here to bring you race 4 of the multi-class league, which has been running for the last 4 weeks. Championship winner, I can of course call him, Bob, sits in first place, a good 4 seconds nearly, in front of Area Motorsport in second, with Mr. Salt in third, VXR Thrasher in fourth, with Mad Knife down in fifth. Turning our attentions to Mad Knife in the GTEs, Jamie, and he's been putting some impressive performances in the last few weeks. And although he's not quite up there in the championship as high as he'd like to be, you know, we know now after the last few weeks he's improved his racing immensely. Jamie, predictions for this evening. What are you feeling? What are your thoughts?
I don't want to say this because it's getting boring now, but Bob just looks so much quicker than anyone else. Like, unbelievably quicker than anyone else. Much bigger gap than there's been on the other tracks. Really
difficult to look past Bob in the GTs, of course, but I think the battle for second place is going to be where it's at. Welcome, Jimmy. Thank you for joining us. He says hashtag Team Bob this evening. Drux is putting his neck on the line for T-Mac and Bob with the easy wins, and he says you heard it here first. And Trevor, of course, agreeing. So similar predictions coming from the chat, Jamie. Bob gets us underway there. He gets a really good gap between the people behind him. Just looking on, Area Motorsport's actually done Mr. Salt and is up to second place. So a good move from Area Sport just into these next few corners. Mr. Salt's got the inside line, but not quite enough on Area to catch. And it's Bob making it look easy at the moment at the front of the pack. Mr. Brisket actually goes off the track there, so his opportunity to overtake isn't quite there. Mad Knife jumps ahead. We're in the cockpit of Mad Knife.
Yeah, right on the back of Mr. Salt here, right. Mad Knife's having a cracking race on these early laps. Feels like he's getting to grips with the no pun intended, the tyres quicker than some of the others around.
Yeah, so Mad Knife, he's actually catching Mr. Salt as well, hot on the tail, gunning for that second place finish. And although Bob's miles ahead in the GTs already, this second place for the GTs is really hotting up.
Really, he's not showing himself up here. He's got the pace of these guys that have been up there for the whole championship. He has really found that pace, so he's got absolutely every chance of coming a really cracking second position in this race. Mad Knife's just been super consistent, super quick. Bob's untouchable at the moment with the pace of bounce he's got, so it's not even worth thinking about that for these guys. It was a battle for a second, really, from the start, wasn't it? As soon as we saw those qualifying differentials. But yeah, at the moment, Mad Knife really surprising a few, perhaps.
For gaps that do not exist, so they're still talking about Jimmy on the track, and Mad Knife has a little lock up there into that corner, and that's cost him a couple of places, so he drops down into fifth. And Jamie, with how close these cars are, that's how easy it is to lose places in this race.
I mean, Bob, at last lap, Bob lapped. I know they were fighting, but Bob lapped 6 seconds quicker than Area, 7 seconds quicker than Mr. Salt.
Unbelievable.
So, that's not done.
Yeah, I think that's done.
Mad Knife, he's having a look on these straights, so, you know, at the moment it looks like he's trying his best to make that pass. You know what, right? Mad Knife, he's got a cracking chance of second there. At the moment, it's looking like the position is his to lose.
Although, saying that, Jamie, you're looking at the last lap times. Bob seems to have a problem on the last lap, because Mad Knife's done him by 8 seconds on the last lap. And could we have something interesting on our hands building up here if that continues? At the moment, the time difference between them is about 30 seconds. So if Mad Knife can get in and out of the pits within 30 seconds, Jamie, he might actually be ahead of Bob at this point.
Ryan, don't do this to me. Don't do this. Don't get me so excited. Can he hunt down Bob and pass to win this race, Ryan? I didn't think I'd be saying that at the start.
Absolutely crazy. And there it is,
Is it
Jamie,
right?
the pits. The pits is in, so here we go. Get your watches ready, ladies and gentlemen. Mad Knife is in the pits, and here comes Bob. He might get slowed up here by this LMP trying to pass him. That might cost him a second or two. So where is Bob on the track? He should be coming up to those chicanes soon. There he is. Mad Knife's coming. Oh, here we go. So Mad Knife is coming out of the pits. Is it going to be enough? I'm excited.
I don't know if to be on board with Ryan.
Oh,
it's going to be so close.
It's going to be close. I think Bob's going to do it. I think Bob's going to do it. He's got some pace going down here. There's the exit. You can see Mad Knife. Oh, so close. So Mad Knife back out on the track, and he is just in behind. He's coming. Mad Knife is coming down this straight, and we could even see him pass it. This could be unbelievable. You can see the weaving from Bob, really cheeky from him, and his Mad Knife goes round the outside.
Can he hold it?
Oh no, he's gone off the corner, so he's completely cut the corner, and Mad Knife going for it, but he's catching him again.
Look at this closing distance. Very cheeky from Bob with all that weaving there, by the way. Very cheeky.
So close on the touch there, Mad Knife. Can he hold it? The corner. So close into these corners, ladies and gentlemen. They're only a second, remember, needs to split them. Here he comes again. So Mad Knife just in behind. Jamie, if you were Mad Knife, surely you'd just be thinking, I just need to keep him within a second here. But he's going for it.
If he's going for it again, that's a great move. Now he's got a bit more time now, Ryan. He's got a bit more time to take this corner properly. Yeah. Can he hold it for 22 seconds of the race to go?
22 seconds. So we will probably get. I wonder how far around the track are we going to get another lap? No, it's a shunt! And Bob goes straight into the back of Mad Knife, and Mad Knife sent off the track. We're going around the final few corners of this lap, and remember, Bob's got a 1 second penalty, and it is all on these last few corners. But Mad Knife is sticking in. He's sticking in. Remember, Bob's got the 1 second penalty, so if he finishes within a second, Mad Knife is going to take first place. He's got to keep it nice and cool around these last few corners. Has Bob got the acceleration out? It doesn't look like he has it. It could be Jamie. Mad Knife takes the victory. So Mad Knife takes the victory in the final race of the GTEs. The bookies have been thrown out of the room because Mad Knife takes the most unlikeliest of victories over Bob.
And I was trying. There's no two ways about it. I wasn't letting Kev have that. No. And I was absolutely maxing it towards the end there.
It's time now to bring the race winner from this evening, Mad Knife, in to the commentary box. I am sure the first word out of his mouth might not even be a word, but well done, Mad Knife.
Let's have a round of applause on the stream, Ryan. Come on.
Yeah, round of
get the
applause
clapping going.
Mad Knife. Talk us through your emotions after that.
I'm made up. That was just amazing.